I was curious to know, how did Jameson Empire get you involved in the awards? Did it have something to do with a case of whiskey?
I think I am going to be lucky enough to take home one bottle of whiskey. I quite like the idea of I don't know. I feel like when I was young making films, I would enter any competition that there was, and I think I was actually I think with my film Bomber Jacket, my third movie, I was runner-up with some BBC Young Filmmakers competition. But I think the thing about competitions is it gives you a deadline and makes you sometimes it makes you focus on doing it, because once people say there's a competition then you have to do it by this date. And the tricky thing with filmmaking is that it can always drift, because it's quite complicated to organise. And even in the world I live in now, the reason why the King's Speech came together when it did is because Geoffrey Rush was doing a play and had to leave England on a certain date, and we had to shoot it in the window. Without that, it would have been another 3 months, 6 months. It just knocks on unless you have a deadline. So I love the thing about competitions is you inspire people to get on with it by having something to aim at. And also I think it's clever that it gives. I think if you just say do a 60-second film on whatever, sometimes you can get a bit paralysed by too much choice. But once you say no, once you give people an idea, say pastiche or pay homage to your favourite film. Everyone's got a favourite film. Yeah. And it just makes it slightly more contained as an idea. And I remember that actually the very first film I ever made was I think I was 13 when I shot it, and I remember getting incredibly paralysed by watching. This is my first film. What should I do? What should I do? And in the end, my mum gave me really good advice, where she just said, don't get too caught up on the idea that you have to do your masterwork at 13. Just in a way pick something silly, do something as an exercise. And I made a film about a dog that keeps running away called Runaway Dog, which is a comedy, and it's a totally it's a silly, flippant movie. But I was actually released by being told being told you don't have to make the best film of your life, just do something to practice. And I think that's kind of the spirit of this, is just saying don't you're not having to make a masterpiece in 60 seconds. You're just having to go out and have some fun with it.